Hi, I'm Christina. Welcome to my channel. Today's yoga session will be a hold and flow session or a vinyasa and yin one. So grab your 2 blocks and a water bottle and meet me on the mat. Find a comfortable sitting position. If you want to take a lotus pose, do that. Breathe normally a few times. If you want, close your eyes. And find this time to thank for something that made you happy today or this week or this year. Let's do some deeper breathing. If you don't want to do this, just skip this step. Put your left hand under your belly button, the right hand on top, and inhale and exhale so that you move both hands when you do that. Let's go back to normal breathing. Let's circle our head a few times. Switch direction. Keep your eyes closed until the dizziness goes away. If you want, you can do the next exercise with your eyes closed. Put your left hand on the mat and pull your head with the right hand to the right, just a bit. If you want to stretch more, move your left hand on the mat further away from your body. You can even lift it if you want. And now switch. Now put your right hand on your knee, on your right knee, and turn to the back of the mat with the left hand in the back. I hope you understood what I meant. Try to look over your left shoulder. Now let's switch. Okay, let's warm up our hands and shoulders. You can try to grab the left hand with the right. If you cannot do that, then just grab your t-shirt or whatever you have on you, or even grab a towel or a strap between your hands. And switch direction or switch hands. Shake a bit if you want. If you want, grab a block. We're gonna warm up the ankles and your feet. This is a position that for me is no problem. I can sit like this for hours. If it's uncomfortable for you, grab a block and just put it in between your butt and your feet and sit like that. So that we don't lose time, let's stretch our hands while we do this. Now switch the hands. Put the hands on your mat and the fingers are pointing towards your knees, and if you can, lean back a bit. Now turn your hands around so that the fingers point on the inside, still to your knees. And now shake your hands a bit. And let's go and continue warming our body. We can go into puppy pose. If you want, put your face on your block. If it's uncomfortable, just put it on the mat. If not, just put your forehead on the mat or whatever feels comfortable. Let's do the rabbit pose. We can put our head on the mat or again on the block. Interlace your fingers and lift them. Lift your hands and let them hang. Get out of this pose and come into Sphinx pose or Cobra, which one feels more comfortable for you. And let's slowly come into down dog. Move your feet, walk the dog, stretch them. And if you want to be still in down dog, do that. Let's walk the hands to our feet. Let everything hang. If you want, grab your elbows with your hands and go back again in down dog. And if you want, walk your feet to your hands. Stretch your legs. If you want, you can move your hands a bit further away from your feet, from your legs. And let's slowly come up, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale and exhale. Let's stand in Tadasana for a while, just a few breaths. Let's inhale and lift our arms, go down. And now let's do a vinyasa. I'm still recovering from C-section, so I'll do a modified vinyasa. If you want, you can go from plank into chaturanga. I will put my knees down and go down. And now let's come up in cobra or sphinx pose. And up in down dog from your knees, if you did it like me. Okay, in down dog, let's lift our right leg. Our left leg comes in the middle of the mat, and we lift our left leg and we just stretch it a bit. Open your hips to the side. Now square your hips and bring your left leg within your hands. And let's go into high lunge. And if you want, lean forward. This is more challenging for your legs. Okay, come into triangle pose. And we're gonna stay in triangle pose longer. We normally stay in each pose for like 8 breaths, and we're gonna stay here for 12. Find a variation that you like, that feels comfortable for you today. You can grab a block or just put your hand on the mat or on your leg. And from here, let's go into warrior 3. If you want, put your hands on your block or keep them close to your body. Put your leg down slowly. And let's do reversed warrior. And let's come into our first yin pose. Or not first yin pose, it wasn't a first yin pose, but a pose that we're gonna treat like a yin pose. We're gonna stay longer in it. It's gonna be the pigeon pose. You can put your hands on the mat and stay straight, or put the elbows on a block, or even go flat on the mat. Just find what you like and try to stay here for 20 or 25 breaths. Slowly come up. If you are up already, and if you want, you can stretch your thigh by grabbing the leg that was on the mat. Just bend it a bit, bring it closer to your body. And let's go into a next yin pose. Again, not a yin pose, a pose that we're gonna hold longer. We're gonna do the half splits. If you want, go into full splits, full Hanumasana. I'm not there yet. Maybe in 10 years, I don't know. Doesn't matter. You can even grab a block and just sit like this. Try to stay here for 20 breaths again. Now take the block out if you have used one. And let's stretch the leg that we just used for half split, and that we just worked. And let's come out of this pose. If you want, you can sit in child's pose. Just a few breaths. And let's come up in down dog. This is one of my 3 cats. The nastiest one. Again, stretch your legs if you want. And now let's move to the other side. Put your right leg in the middle of the mat and lift your left leg. If you want, open your hips to the side. You can even look under your arm. Stretch again and bring your left leg between your hands. I'm gonna have to take my top off because I'm warm. Let's continue. High lunge on this side. Let's lean forward. Okay. Grab your block and go into triangle pose on this side. Again, stay for 12 breaths. Let's go into third warrior. If you want, use a block again. If not, just lift your hands. Bring them close to your body. Let's go into reverse warrior. Now let's go down on the mat and go into pigeon pose. Again, find a variation that was comfortable for you on the other side. Slowly come up and go into half splits. Again, try to do the same thing that you did on the other side. Let's come out slowly and stretch this leg too. Keep one leg bent and the other one straight. From here, let's go into frog pose. Bend both your legs and keep your knees parallel to your ankles. And if you want, grab a block and rest your head on a block. You're gonna stay longer in this pose. Again, try to stay for 20-25 breaths. To come up, come slowly to the front and bring your legs closer. And let's sit comfortably on our legs for a few breaths, just to relax a bit. I'm gonna do 2 modified vinyasas and then we're gonna find some more in poses. I hope my cat will not ruin my microphone. Okay, let's go into vinyasa. Let's come into down dog and slowly jump, or if you want, walk to the front of your mat. Let's slowly come up. Inhale and exhale. Again, and on your third breath, come down. Monkey top. Hands on your legs. Hands on your mat. And if you want, go into plank. And then chaturanga, or put your knees down like me. And go down on the mat. Come into cobra or sphinx. And up into down dog. And let's do that again. Again, jump or walk to the front of your mat. Stand up slowly. Inhale and exhale. On your third breath, again go down. Hands on your mat. Monkey top. Hands on your chins. Hands down. Plank or knees down. Slowly on the mat. Cobra or sphinx. Or even up dog. Down dog. And again, slowly jump to the front of the mat. Let's spread our legs wider than our hips. Find the block. If you want, use it. If not, if you are comfortable without it, don't use it. For me, it's better to use the block. Okay. And now let's interlace our fingers behind our back. Find the block with your head. If you want, just don't use the block and just let your head hang. Let everything hang. Okay. Now bring your legs closer and bring your left leg, your left hand to your right ankle, and the right hand goes up. And let's switch. Again, we're gonna do a yin pose or hold it longer. We're gonna do a malasana squat. It's one of my favorite positions. If you want, you can use a block and sit on the block. If you don't need that, just sit normally. And let's do this for 20 breaths. Put your left hand on the mat. The right hand goes up diagonally. If you want to take a bind, do that. Let's switch. Again, if you want, take the bind. Okay, put your hands on the mat and slowly come up. Let everything hang. And let's go into goddess pose. Okay. Again, we're gonna stay here for 20 breaths. If you can go lower. That was challenging for me too. Let's come up into star pose. And breathe a few times. And relax everything. And let's go down in goddess pose again, but now we're going to do the vinyasa part. Just lift the right angle 8 times. Now the other one. If you want, try to lift both ankles. Let them down. And let's stretch a bit. Put your hands on your knees. And push one knee away. And then the other one. Let's come up into star pose. Okay, inhale and exhale. Sorry. We're gonna do the vinyasa 2 times, and then we're gonna sit on the mat and finish. Okay. Or go down on the mat and finish our exercise. Let's go to the front of the mat. Lift your hands up. Inhale and exhale. On your third breath, go down. Hands on your mat. Monkey top. Hands on your mat again. Plank or knees down. Go down on your mat. Come up, cobra, sphinx or up dog. Down dog. And jump or walk to the front of the mat. Again. Up. Inhale and exhale. Hands on your mat. Monkey top. Hands on the mat. Plank. Go down. Inhale and do cobra, sphinx or up dog. And finish in down dog. And let's jump or walk to our mat. Slowly come up. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now we're gonna have to sit on the mat. This was not a smooth transition. We're gonna do reversed tabletop. If this is not too challenging for you, Just hold it for a few breaths. And now if you want, you can lift your right leg and hold. If it's too challenging for you, just keep it up like that and leave it on the mat. Switch legs. Bring everything down, butt on the mat. Let's do the figure 4 stretch with the right leg. If this does not feel comfortable for you, then lie on your mat and hold your leg like that. If it's not challenging for you, bring your body closer to your legs. Let's switch legs. Okay, and now before we finish up, we're gonna do a last pose that we're gonna hold longer, which is the bridge pose. Go down on your mat, lie down, keep your legs close to your butt, and now if you want, you can raise your belly and your butt, and if you want, you can interlace your fingers. If this doesn't feel right for you, just leave your hands on the mat, holding your ankles if you want. Try to stay like this for 20 or 25 breaths. Slowly come down. Grab your knees and bring them into your chest. If you want to move a bit, massage your spine, your lower spine. You can do circles with your knees in one direction and then the other. Happy baby. Next. Stretch your legs if it feels comfortable. And let's come up. Still sitting on the mat, we're gonna stretch our legs and then finish up with the vinyasa. with the shavasana, sorry. Okay, stretch one leg and the other one keep bent and stretch on the side. If you want, you can keep your hand on the inner part of your leg and try to grab your toes with the other hand. If not, just try to lean towards it. Now bring your hands on both sides of your leg, and stretch over your leg. If you want, grab it with your hands. Let's do that on the other side. Your hands on both sides of your leg. If you want, grab it. Okay. Keep both blocks closed. Now let's stretch over both of our legs. If this doesn't feel good for you, then keep your knees bent. Now let's come into a diamond pose or butterfly pose. Keep your legs like that and use one block to put it here close to the base of your spine, and the other one in between your shoulders, with this side or with this line being on the base of your skull. If this doesn't feel good for you, just use one block here or there, or don't use any blocks at all. We're gonna sit like this for like 15 or 20 breaths and then just go slowly into shavasana. I'm gonna say goodbye here, so you can rest in shavasana as long as you like. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe or share it, comment if you like it, just let me know. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.